So in the next version of the REST client module that will be released with version 26 of Business Central, the REST client module now supports cookies. That was already supported in the HTTP client in AL code, but now it also made its way to the REST client module. On the request and response message code unit, you find several functions to work with cookies. You can set a cookie on a request, as you can see here. So here it takes a cookie object as the parameter to set a cookie on the request message. If the cookie already exists, this will just be replaced. It's also possible to set a cookie with a cookie name and a value, so you don't have to create a cookie. But if you want to set some extra properties on the cookie, like domain or secret, then you have to create a cookie first and then use set cookie with the cookie object. So that is to set cookies on outgoing requests messages. It's also possible to read cookies from the response message. There is a get cookie names, which gives you a list of all the cookies. You can find if a certain cookie is available or was returned in the response message, and then you can get its value directly by getting value on the returned cookie, or you store the cookie in a cookie object. It's up to you. If you do not test on a get cookie name, then this one is returning an empty cookie in case it does not exist. So you have an empty value in that case. It's the same as if it didn't exist at all, or you got an empty cookie. You can also try to get a cookie which is working like this. Then it returns a boolean, and you will get the boolean, or if the cookie is true, if the cookie exists, and you can get its value. It's also possible to get a dictionary of all cookies, including their names, as the key of the dictionary, and that is with the function get cookies. So this is not just returning a list of cookie names, but gives you a full dictionary, which I think might be convenient to work with. So that is the first thing that is new in the REST client. The next new thing is exception handling. Previously, if you call the REST client functions, here we have the get as JSON, but any get or post or any command on the REST client returns or will throw an error in case there is an issue with the connection, which could be the blocked by environment or the connection failed. It didn't return, or it didn't throw an error in case the HTTP status code was not in a 200 series, which was for a reason, because you need to handle that yourself. But errors were raised for blocked by environment or connection failed, and there was nothing you could do about it. In case here with the JSON, you want to return a JSON object and the JSON was invalid, then it would also throw an error or give you back an empty JSON object to for you to handle it more gracefully. Now this behavior is still the same, but you can now get collected errors. So based on this line of code you see here, where you enable error collection, the REST client will throw a collectible error, yes or no. Depending on this line, it detects if you are collecting errors, and if that is the case, then the errors that occur or error conditions or exceptions, will throw a collectible error rather than just a normal error. And that one can be catched here with get collected errors. There will always be one error because it stops at the first failure. It's not going to try anything further because that doesn't make any sense. It's part of the pattern. So you can always be sure that there only will be one exception, one error in the error collection. And in that error, so this REST client error is an error info. On the custom dimensions of that error info, you can find an exception code and an exception name. The exception name is there just for debugging reasons, but the exception code can be used to get the corresponding enum, the REST client exception enum, and you can get it conveniently from the REST client exception builder. There's a function get REST client exception, and that one returns the enum, and then you can test the enum. What is it? Was it blocked by environment? Was it the connection failed, request failed, which means HTTP error, so not HTTP status 200, or maybe the JSON was invalid, and there are a few other as well, like invalid XML or an unknown error. So by implementing this pattern, you are actually getting close to what is known in C# code as the try-catch pattern, try-catch code. You try a function and you catch the errors. Well, this is pretty close to that behavior, and you can do this only by adding the error behavior line on top of your function. So this hopefully opens more possibilities for you to gracefully handle several errors that can occur in the REST client. And it's all up to you, of course, how you want to handle it. It's now in your hands. Hope you like it.